so much for joining it. It truly means a lot, and I hope you all are doing great with your lives and you're taking that adventure you always thought you would, and you are traveling around the world, you are falling in love, you are basically doing all the thing you said you would, and I'm so happy for you. And I don't know how to start talking about it. So I fell in love when I was in class 5, and so I come from a village, so there like mostly we study up to grade 4 in the village only, and after 5, 6 we moved to a town. And so it was my first day at new school, and you know how I was class 5, and you know how when you go like to schools, you have this introduction session. So it was like it was our class turn, and the principal came in and our class teacher was there. I still remember him. He was such an amazing teacher. Like, he helped me a lot because, like, you know, coming from a village direct to school in town, it was quite difficult, but he helped me a lot. So big love and support to that sir. I forgot his name. I'm guilty about it, but yeah, to him, big love to him. So let's get back to my what never complete and love story. Never complete love story. And so you know, like how they come to the principal came to our class. She was madam, she and she came in and we all greeted her, and she asked like to stand up. She asked to all the new students to stand up, and yes, we did. And she asked like each one of us to introduce ourselves one by one in English. And at that time my English was not really good, and I'm still working on it. And yeah, let's leave that for some other day. So she started from a boys section, and I didn't notice him at first, and but he was the first one to go. So he stand up. I think I was somewhere, like I was just a kid back then. I was like busy somewhere around, but then he started talking, and he said, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah, and I come from this school, and I am this, and I love to play football, and and I love singing." And guy, I instantly have a crush on him. I still get butterflies. I still like blush thinking about it. And okay, blah blah blah. And from that day, like I started like loving him, admire him from far away. From far away. And he was in a school football team. He used to sing sometimes, and he was like quite naughty. And for you to know, like I am growing up, I'm a very quiet kid, like basically in school, like especially in school. Like in my home I'm quite loud, but in school I'm really like a well disciplined kind of kid. And I'm kind of like let's study kind of girl. I was like back then. And so I never let anybody knew that I had this huge crush on him. But he was completely opposite of me. Like he was very outgoing, and he used to get in a relationships with like people here and there. And here and there, and it used to make me feel not so good. But I just bear with it all the time, because like I was so like coward to like confess, and I was so like, I don't know, I had so much pride, I guess, to like just let him know that like I had some feelings for him. And okay, and yeah, and also I didn't used to find myself like beautiful growing up, so that was one of the factor. That was one of the factor. And so since we studied together since class 5 to class 10, and within that time period he has 3 girlfriends, and 3 of them I know them, but first 2 of them, like I was like no worried, like I always thought like like maybe after we pass out I'm gonna confess to him and things will work out between us, and things will work out between us. But the third one, the person he gets in a relationship, was one of my really close friend, and she was really amazing, and they look so good together. They're still together, and I'm so happy for them. And I hope none of my classmates see this video. They're doing so well together, and that I was kind of happy for her, but I was more sadder for myself at that time when these things happened. And I somehow like not completely regret, but I sometimes things like things would have been completely different if I would have brave enough to confess my love to him at that time, or maybe I would have a completely different high school story. Now if you ask me about my high school, like I don't have much anything to say. I was just going to school, be there. I was like doing some activities. I was in school football team for a while, and I used to sing, I used to do activities, I used to do sports, but I never had that like puppy love experience. So like only if I've been able to put my pride aside and like push myself to feel a little bit beautiful, and been able to confess my okay whatever, I don't know, I'm so like skeptical or like embarrassed to call it a love, but whatever I had for him. And I think things will be completely different, but I am proud of whatever I have now and whatever I'm doing with my life. I still have a long way to go, I still have a long journey to go, and finally, like I know I didn't like tell everything in detail because I'm still like holding back a lot of stuff, and I think I'm still not comfortable talking all out about it. But right now, like at least like confessing some part of it, I'm very relieved. I feel really like lighter now. And yeah, and those who watch it till this far, thank you so much for joining in. And guys, like like since I told you I used to sing, so I used to write songs about him. I have wrote like more than like 100 poems about him, and like now also like sometimes when I go through my like old diaries, I just come back and I feel so embarrassed, like. But let's end this in a positive note. I think he was never meant for me, because like I believe because if he was really meant for me, like I would have somehow like get discouraged to confess, or things would have worked somehow. But the reason that things never work out, I was never brave enough to say that I have these feelings for him. Maybe, I don't know if it is, but just to make myself feel better, I think it has to be that way. And I think it was like part of my lesson that the next time if I fall for anybody, I just need to ask out, and even if I get rejected, at least I confess, and I wouldn't have to daydream, or we don't have to keep thinking like how different my life would have been if just I've been braver enough. And yeah, thank you so much, and that's all for today. Let's be kind and be hopeful. Let's give love a chance.